So here's another fanfiction idea that's kind of based off of a comic storyline, and this one is actually based off of a Wolverine comic from the start of the Jason Aaron run, which is Wolverine Goes to Hell. But in this, it's Star from Star vs. the Forces of Evil Goes to Hell. So yeah, Star in Hell. That's kind of the whole storyline. Now, for those who are unaware of what Wolverine Goes to Hell is all about, is that in Wolverine Goes to Hell, there's this group called the Red Right Hand, which if you have not read the Jason Aaron story, I won't spoil who or what they are, but I will say that they really have it out for Logan. And when you find out what the reason is, yeah. Oh boy. That I dare not spoil if you haven't read the comic yet. I highly recommend the Jason Aaron Wolverine run. It's spectacular. Anywho's, so in the start of the run, Wolverine's soul is transported to Hell, where he's forced to fight not only just Sabretooth, but every single person in his rogues gallery and everyone else he's sent to Hell, including he has to do battle with the devil himself. You have to remember, at this time period in the Marvel Comics line, a vast majority of Wolverine's enemies are in Hell. You know, he's killed his way through most of them. So Jason Aaron had this wonderful idea of, fuck it, I want to write his villains, so I'll just send Wolverine's soul to Hell. Which he seems to do with a lot of his characters. I've noticed a trend that if it's a Jason Aaron run, they're one way or another going to end up in Hell, or fight a supernatural force of some degree. Anywho, so in that, the Red Right Hand sent Wolverine's soul into Hell, but Zilla, what about his physical body, you ask? Well, a horde of demons take over Logan's body, and not only do they use it to attack Wolverine's friends and family, and, you know, his family being the X-Men, but they also increase his powers with demonic energy. Like, he has hellfire coming off his adamantium claws now, and he has, like, flight and hellfire breath, all these new powers. So yeah. So we're probably wondering, well, how does Star do a Wolverine? How do you do a Star versus a version of a Wolverine story? Well, here was my loose idea for Star in Hell. So the idea is that a group of monsters that were under the orders of Toffee to take out Star in his own way. Now Toffee, being the master planner that he is, had a contingency plan in case he died. In case he, did not come back from his regeneration from within the wand, and all of his plans turned to shit, he wanted to have the last laugh. So his idea was to gather a bunch of monsters who knew dark magic, he wanted to get them together, and catch either Moon or Star, and send their soul to Hell, but leave their physical body behind. And Star was unfortunately that person who was captured. So Star, after being trapped, ambushed, her soul gets sent to Hell, while her physical body is taken over by a horde of demons who now have the wand. And meanwhile, Star is sent to Hell, and yeah, if you're wondering, yeah, this is a kind of a cartoon shared universe, much like in my original Sin idea. But yeah, in it, Star's soul is sent to Hell, while her body is now owned by a horde of demons that are going after her friends and family, which some of her friends include superpowered beings like Danny Phantom, Randy Cunningham, XJ9. A lot of her super friends are also in this, and they realize Star's a really powerful person when it comes down to it. And the fact that the fact that her body is now owned by a legion of demons, and they have the possession of one of the most powerful weapons in the universe at their disposal, and increasing with demonic energy, that's not a good sign. So, meanwhile, Star's in Hell, no wand, and only depending on her own fighting skills and her own inherent magic. And day in, day out, she's confronted by him, who, yeah, we all know he's Satan, so in here, she has to, contend with him day in and day out, who keeps sending these legions and legions of villains after her again and again and again. That's kind of the idea, is that, she has to fight her way through all these dead villains throughout cartoons. Like Dark Ace. Yeah, Dark Ace is dead. As we all know from the end of Stormhawks, he was killed. Repton is still debatable. If Maul can come back from being cut in half, I'm just saying he could probably, survive that. But yeah, Dark Ace, you don't come back from being blown up by dark crystal energy. Just saying. So yeah, Dark Ace is in hell. Who else did I have in mind to be in hell? Oh yeah, Toffee's in hell. And that was his whole point, was that he wanted to be there to see Star fall. Not only that, but he had plans in case he ever went to hell. That being, is that he wanted to manipulate Star into helping him overthrow him so he could take over hell. That was kind of his, that was also, not only just so he could, just so he could get the last laugh while, she's trapped in the most horrible place anywhere. But not only that, not only that, all of her friends are at the mercy of this demonic-powered Star. But on top of all of that, he's going to use her as a weapon to fight and help him rule hell. That was his whole idea. Because that would be a total Toffee thing to do, wouldn't you say? Because, yeah, let's face it, Toffee would totally make up this whole revenge plan in case he died and was in hell, because where else would he be? He would not only do that, but also set up this whole plan to not only destroy Star's life, but also use her like a weapon so he could rule a kingdom after all. He can rule the afterlife after this. He can now get free reign of the afterlife. Among that, we also have Bill in this story. I had in mind for this story. Yeah, Bill's in hell. Go figure. Who else did I have in mind to be the other people she'd have to fight day in and day out for the devil's amusement? But you're probably wondering, well, what about, Tom? Tom's a demon, and his mom is kind of the queen of the Netherworld. Well, that's the Netherworld. This is actual hell. This is actual, the place where all damned and condemned souls, live. So, Tom, I had the mind that he tries to go in there to get, him and Marco try to go in there to get him, to get Star, but him's like, nah, this is my plaything, not yours. Beat it. So he bars them out. So they're trying to figure out a way to get out of that, to get back in there. Meanwhile, Demon Star, or Dark Star, pick your poison, is going around on a rampage, fighting her and killing her way through friends and family and heroes alike. So the heroes are basically like, what the fuck do we do, guys? We really need to seriously, do we kill her? Or do we try to save her? I have no idea. So, that's kind of the whole thing, is that while Star's trying to get back to her body, the demons that now own her physical body are basically like, yeah, we're just gonna kill everybody and have fun. We're in the body of one of the most powerful beings on the planet. So, just saying, we're gonna fuck some shit up. But yeah. Anywho. So I had a whole. I'm totally forgetting the list of other characters the other dead villains that Star would have to face while she was in hell and fight them. Anyway, who else? There's something else. Oh yeah. So this was kind of a combination of both of the first two story arcs. Was that the first story arc was Wolverine in hell, and then when Wolverine managed to get back. He managed to get back his soul in there, but he couldn't get control of his body. And that was kind of the idea, is that when Star got back to her body, the demons were still in there and weren't letting go. So Star has to literally depend on her mind, her own psyche, to stop these demons, to basically get these demons out of there and kill all of them. And with some friends who teleport into her mind and help them fight off. Of course, Marco being among them, because Starco, holla! Anyway, so that was just kind of the loose idea, really, is that Star, because let's face it, like I said, Toffee would totally play a game of, I'm going to fuck your shit up royally, and there's nothing you can do. And not only that, you're going to help me try to take over a portion of the afterlife. Just saying, I can help. I can get you back to the physical world while your body's being taken. While your body's taken over by just this legion of demons that have that are attacking your friends and family, I can get you back, but first you gotta help me out. You gotta help a lizard out. Just saying, you've gotta help. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's how it's gonna go. Again, let's face it, Toffee would totally do that. So anyway, yeah, that was kind of the whole idea, really, for this story. Just a combination of the first two stories in the first volume, the first two story arcs of the Jason Aaron run of Wolverine. And yeah, there were a few other heroes I kind of considered for this, but I was like, nah. Out of all the people who have a rogues gallery of villains who could possibly do this, Toffee's the most logical because this does suit him the best. So anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below. What do you guys think of this story? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? Comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.